seems my mic is finally working. Hello, Twitch streams! So, this is going to be episode 5 essentially. And what I'm going to do today is run into our test world here, where I can muck about with stuff. Because I discovered today that you can 1. Milk a mossthorn, 2. Drink that milk, 3. Turn into a mossthorn. But I don't know how long it lasts, and I want to find out, because I'm nosy. Like, does it stay until death? Is there a timer on it? Now, do I have a bucket? I do. Perfect. Now all I've got to do is find some mossthorn. Now, where would I find a mossthorn? That's a bear. That's another bear. I mean, I could probably switch this into creative mode. I think for this testing one I have it set up so I'm opt. So I can just do stuff like that. What's in this chest? I have 5 arrows, my bow now works. Right, so that's the temple. I'm sure there was mossthorns around here. I'm just thinking, do I have any memories to hand in? 1 or 2. There's another one. Actually, I don't see mossthorns on that list. Which would mean I haven't encountered them in this particular save yet. I'm sure they were near here. At least I haven't encountered them in this save after accessing the memories. Come on, you big brutes, where are you hiding? This is where I should probably just jump into creative mode and like fly around and look for them. That's the mound where I built my house in livestream, the other copy of this map. And now that I know the technique for doing seeds, I can do that. I can have multiple copies of the same map. Alright, this is a testing one, so let's just go creative mode. I'm getting bored of this, right. Mossthorn, 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 where are you? Just being creative, I can always probably spawn one in. There's a mine there. Aha! Located one! I knew I could find one. Right. Switch back to adventure mode because I probably need to be in adventure mode for this to work. We has wooden bucket filled with mossthorn milk. And now if I do this, I have mossthorn. You move so slowly. Da-dum. Da-dum. Can I run? Still have a shield active. That was funny. I am big, slow, lumbering beast. Roar. I don't see a timer anywhere. Yeah, I think this just stays until death. Or... no, that's it run out now. Interesting. Well, enough playing with that. We'll go back to the world we started last night. Our test of the seeds, and we did the 0 seed. We've got our basic house set up now, but I need to properly work on it some more. I think I'm going to install a basement, and that's where I'm going to put the workstations. So that's what I'm going to do just now. So do I put that directly below our ladder here to get upstairs to our sleeping area? If I take out that block there, that doesn't affect the ladder, does it? No. Good. Start marking out the space here, so we just follow the floor above us. Fill in that hole, I guess. I'll take this down another layer yet. This is a little cramped for our... didn't remember having that hole in the wall there. Really should make a shovel for this, but the shovel's like a sweeping arc kind of thing. Which is quicker but less controlled, so you end up like damaging stuff you maybe don't want it. Actually, thinking rather than have the ladder going up and down on the exact same spot, I think I'm going to have them side by side. So what we need to do is take that on there. You put that there. Then we have the ladder that comes down here, and then the ladder up to the bedroom there. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. I need to figure out what we're going to do about the walls down here. I mean, I can leave them as dirt for now, but right. And we're going down one more layer just to give us a little bit more space for putting in our workstations. we go. Grab the ones we've got out in the garden so far, move them in, and then start gathering the materials we need for the rest. Because this room should be plenty big enough for it. Pickaxe is about to break. There it goes. I've got like 3 broken pickaxes just from building this one house. Enough to get me out of there just now. Right. Oops. Right there, right there. Right. The main workstation I'm going to place there. We'll place furniture next to that. The chest up there is still in range, so that's good. So we've got furnace, tanning rack. What am I missing for the blacksmith one? Copper. I think I have copper ore, so. See what those. The blacksmith one will go there. The armory will go there. Farming one probably here. Yeah, so we start making this. I still need to figure out what I'm doing with that window. Right, we should have lots of copper ore. Oh, we have some iron ore too. And a fuel source. Oh, there's some more copper. Okay, then I'll start getting us some copper going. I was going to say, don't I have the builder's workbench? Yeah, there it is. And it's going to go over here. It's not the right kind of ladders. Come on, catch the ladder and go up. Thank you. What wood do I need to make the ladders? Was it the hardwood? Yes. There we go. Over here now. Okay, blacksmith, craft. So what do I need for the armor? I need to go and get some more logs. Try not to cut down too many trees inside my view from my house. And I suppose I've got these logs from this tree I already started cutting down. The little roots that are left behind. Should be more than enough for what we need to do. Come on, hop up, hop up, hop up, hop up. There we go. And then we can craft that. And farmer's workbench. That leaves the chef's stove. I need another 10 logs for that. And it will fit right there. And that should give me all the workstations except for the salvager, the arcanists and the alchemists, which I haven't unlocked yet. Now the salvager takes up a single point, so I can probably throw that in the corner there. I mean, I can move that along one, that along one, that along one, that would then go into the corner, that would then go into that spot. But then probably move that one there. And like literally have it solid around the wall with slight overlap on some of the benches. Yeah, we'll think about specific layout later on. I need to now move this inside. What are we doing about storage? Now I think storage is what we're putting in the corners. Bloop, bloop. So you got open that chest, and this has all the like wood and stone. The bits that we've previously crafted. Oh, can I not reach that one at the bottom? Oh, well that's depressing. So now I can. tossing crafting material. Wait. The light leather and the light hide, I can turn them into armor now because I should have the tanning rack, right? Yes, put it over there. Is going in here. Let's see, so any random crafting materials, and we'll put this chest down over in this corner. I can have like candles sitting on the chest that will provide light. That would be fun. And this has basically everything else, including those which are going to go in the scrapper once I have that. Those hides. But I need to cook. Right, so put that one and that one. Oh, that's already leather. Whoops. In that case, I can just go there. What was I missing? The chef stove, 10 logs, okay. And then we can go back to emptying out that mine. This is another one of those ones where the tree's kind of integrated into the mountainside, so not everything instantly dies when you take it out. Nine, 10. Exactly the number of logs I need. Perfect. I definitely should do something with that huge open window. It's just a big gaping hole in the side of the barn. Craft. Not got enough to upgrade this yet. Let's see, I've got all of that. Couple short in the copper and iron, so I need to go to the mine and find iron. That's what we're missing. Stick any type of mushroom. Stick any type of fruit. Stick any type of veggie. That one, any type of raw meat. Craft as many as we can. There we go, we have some food items. Those I probably have in this one as well, don't I? Yeah. What do I need to make candles? That's in the furniture one. Tree sap and a copper ingot. Plant fibre tree sap gets ancient candle. Or the Quebec candle. Or the tavern candle. I like the tavern candle. Let's craft 2 of them just now. And then I can take that back. chest in there. Once I gather some wood, put a third chest in there, and make a third candle that sits on there. And that just gives our little basement workstation area here a little bit of extra light. Yeah, I like this. It works. Right, let's go enter the mines. We'll enter through this door here. Right, let's start exploring around here. We're looking for ores, particularly iron ore. We have plenty of copper. Whoa! That's another mage. Ow. Well, that staff hits hard. My halberd hits just as hard. Dude, those guys are super annoying. And they're infesting my mine, so they must die. Oh, cave spider. And chest. Guess we'll get the bow here. Try and organize this a little bit. But I haven't found any iron ore yet. Another chest. Get lots of chests in these mines. Considering this one's right beside spawn. need to start figuring out which mods I'm going to install, because I keep thinking I need to put in some of the mods that are available. Because there are some useful utility ones, and I keep forgetting to like deal with it. Hooray, I've got a piece of iron ore. And this leads back into the main room here. Yeah, and I came in from there. I should probably mark that. So that's the exit to the house. So we're going to like double mark that. That out of the way. Right, that leads back to where we met the skeleton mage and we got into the fights. And we've got another exit over here. There's another skeleton mage over there. So I don't want to wander too far that way. There should be iron ore in here somewhere. I wonder where it's all hiding. Maybe further this way? Whoa! Jeez! Missed. Got him. Now, is there a way for me to get up there? Guess I just make a path. And that just leads to another exit. There's another cave over there. Does that connect back into the mine, or is that a separate cave? That's not really a cave, it's more like an archway. Aha, armor. Guess we're going to have to go deeper. We're apparently, not deep enough for iron yet. Skeleton mage over there, so we're going to bolt for now. Get through the door. Right. Let's eat this. Head up here. And rest. Now we can watch the sunrise through our big giant window here. That's actually quite beautiful. music. And yeah, it was so much more relaxed. Get some more healing. How many arrows have left? 11. Okay. I'll probably take a skeletal mage. I'm getting a little short on the torches though. Anyway, we're thinking we wanted to go deeper to find iron. There's got to be iron in this mine somewhere. Well, this is going deeper. There's a bit of copper at least. I should probably consider marking this path. But then I'm going to run out of torches before I get to the end of it. Like that. Which then means my only light source is this one candle I have on me. Yike! Ow! That was copper I fell past, wasn't it? So this hole goes nowhere and it's just some copper. Unless there's some iron behind it. I'm probably going to have to go to a different area to find iron. That's a shame. Might as well take that back. You don't need it if there's nothing down there. Right, what about the other side here? Dead end, nothing here. Okay, so that bit's pointless to check. This leads back outside. Hello, bat. So have I just about explored the entire mine now? I mean, we know we've checked everything on the very top floor. This area seems awfully dark, doesn't it? That just connects to there. A skeleton just spawned. So yeah, I think I've actually like pretty much fully explored this mine now. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for more, but so it's a copper mine basically. I think I've got all the copper out of it now. Yeah, well. Stupid rats. attach that rope. Yeah, there's no signs of any other layers in the mine besides the two. The one up here and the one down there. Okay, let's check the map. Where's our nearest azure forest? Oh, it's literally there. I mean, there's one over there, but that one's closer. Because we can definitely get iron in an azure forest, but I need to make more chests, torches first. And I still haven't figured out my window situation for my house here. So let's maybe finish that first. Trying to think what wood gives a good window. Because you know stone doesn't. And we've got another sort of smaller mountain here, which also has a mine? Wait, hold on. So we've got a mine right here, and there's another one right here. Which can be accessed here. Yeah, this is part of that same mine. So it's like just on the surface here. So does this one have iron? It's lower down. Seedling woods. Oh, that's going to take us right into a Quebec village. Hello, little Quebecs. I don't have enough life essence on me to buy anything. They have interesting windows, but you can't see out of them, so they're not really any good for what I was intending. Right, scurry back into our mine. Bedroll here? That is... Uh-oh, skelly mage. Run! Right, hide in the bushes, you can't see me. The meat skewer here. try knocking down a tree or two around here. Because I need the wood for torches anyway. There we go, that gives us some torches for exploring caves. And we'll want to head to the Azure Forest. How many memories are we currently carrying? 15. Probably enough to unlock stuff. Let's see. Iron ore and a little bit of copper ore that we have there. So we have lots of light hide there from all the rats. So we can use that for light leather. Those seeds, I should probably start a little farm at some point. Can't fit in any of those woods. We have 14 azure logs already? Really? Right, so the Arcanist workbench is going to need thorium. And Essence of Void. That one needs gold. I can't put azure logs in there. Interesting. Anyway, what about you? Lumberjack window. Aha, simple wooden window. Okay, and we need 4, 8, 12, 14. Oops. That was the wrong blocks. Meant to go there. Oh wait, it was more than that, wasn't it? I miscounted by 4. There we go, we can still see out of the window. I'm going to go through these chests here a second. Right, let's take the ingots out. We can move them into the storage upstairs. Put the wood back in there. And we'll take all the broken tools out as well. And the iron. So we can store those upstairs too. We'll store the rest of the wood here. Right, do I have those in the other chest? I need to figure out where everything is. Right, no, none of those are in that chest. We'll do some of those. Okay, old tools or ones I'm not using can go in there, along with the metal. Go with the raw foods. I need to set up a campfire and cook that off, and that off. Do I have enough materials on me for that? Yes, good. We set the campfire out in the garden. Oh, that's already cooked. I thought that was just a different kind of fish. Sticks, which I'll punt in there as a fuel source for the next batch. Now, what do we need for the upgrades? So, wait, is the chest upstairs too far away? Because I have copper in that chest. So I need to make a third chest and bring everything back down here, I guess. At least the ores, or the metals. I mean. Excuse me. Climb up the ladder. Guess we'll take the life essence too. Short 10 iron. So 10 more iron, and then I can upgrade to tier 2, and that unlocks those 3. Also unlocks the backpack upgrade 1. Medium leather. And I have lots of light leather. No medium leather, I think you get that from cows. Right, well, we're going to make another one of those candles, aren't we? Boop. Just cut through the mine here to get through the mountain rather than go over the top or around it. I'll just go through it and head for the has your forest that should be... I thought I had an exit there. It's fine, we'll use the exit here. Okay, I've managed to get myself completely lost there. My shortcut ended up being not much of a shortcut, eh? So we head down here across the river and we should see blue trees in that direction. There's also a building here to go and explore, so have a little peek in that. Should probably get a weapon ready. Yeah, I thought it was one of their camps. Since my jump attack apparently went completely over his head, like literally over his head, and completely missed him, I need to back off and heal up. Oh, great, what can do? A skeleton! Okay. Bow and arrow this. Wait, he's got like a throwing axe or something that he's like throwing, or is he using the spears? Whoops. Quantum, your content never misses. Keep up the great work. I'd like to link up on Discord and chat more. Here's my tag. So did he have a throwing weapon there? Because he swung that, missed me by a country mile, and I still died. No, I don't need to go into the basement just now. Silly. Climb out. Right, this time we just trot straight through the mountain. Have I been to this exit? I don't recognise this bit, but yeah, I have been here. Because I lit all those torches. Just never noticed this pathway, I guess. What about this? This looks dark. Does this link back into the mine? No, it just goes down to some copper ore. Might as well grab it while we're here. Fish discovered. That's one of the mods I should get. There's a mod for fishing, I'm sure there is. So the game developers will eventually add to the game, but they haven't yet. Die. Does they got any loot about here? Right, check them out because the yeah, I come at them out on that side, I meant to come out on that side, and then it was just over there. Right, let's remove that marker, remove that marker, remove that marker. We have a Zone 4 Shattered Lands right there. There is no way on earth I could survive over there. But we're not on Earth, we're on Orbis. The bigger question is how do I get on there because, well, it's like sheer cliffs. Maybe I can find a way up. Crystalline depths. It's getting dark. That was just a touch too tall. Come on, there you go. Yeah, I was going to say I should be able to climb now. Let's go. So this is Zone 4. I've never made it into Zone 4 before. Oh. It's a new moon. eclipse, maybe. The moon seemed to get smaller there and then start getting bigger again. Or am I just seeing things? No, I stand back here, it clearly gets smaller. And then look, clearly gets bigger. That is weird. Hang on, something popped up there. That's an ore. What kind of ore is that? Silvery in colour, so it could be silver or iron. Silver by the look of it. Yeah, silver ore. Doesn't exactly help me, I was out hunting for iron, but hey, I'll take silver. I can't believe I'm dumb enough to be taking on Zone 4 with basically no armour, crude tools. I mean, the only half decent tool I have is a rusted iron halberd. Mining this is wrecking the durability of my pickaxe, but I've never been to the Shattered Lands before, so I have no idea what to expect around here, except that it's supposed to be brutal, evil, and everything should probably one-shot me around here. So I have to be very careful about what I encounter. So these are more like Minecraft leaves than the ones I've normally seen here. Green mushroom. Ah, that's a mushroom. I thought it didn't look like leaves. Ow. I thought the mushrooms that I'd landed on before were like soft and reduced damage. But guess not. Spotted green cap mushroom. This place is super dark. I mean, I've got this torch and it's getting like no light. where am I on the map? So check this sort of coastal bit here. Now I know the stuff that you need to find on here is like supposed to be hidden underground. So I need to find a way underground. Problem is, it seems that nighttime around here is just so dark that there's no way I'm going to like spot a cave entrance. Twinkle's over here, it's going to be more silver in it. Yeah. What I really need to do is find some iron before my pick breaks again. That's something moving down there. Something very glowy. I can see the azure forest off in the distance that I was saying I wasn't going to go to because it was the further away one. Light sources around here. Oh. I am going to lose everything I have here. This is the only weapon I've got that can maybe even hurt these guys. Did I get them? Woohoo! I got them! What's that? Essence of fire! Cindercloth scraps. Well, I survived my first encounter with enemies of this. I hate when the potion wears off and does that. So yeah, the lights down here will just glow a mushroom. Is that okay? Doesn't seem to go anywhere. Is that a structure or just a tree? No, it's just a tree. Right. That's a magma slug, or snail, or whatever they call it. That up there is some sort of fire, like a torch or something, so maybe that's what I'm looking for. Magma snail. Hello, little magma snail. I believe you give fire essence. So, give. Thank you. Right, where was that fire I saw? Oh! That's something alive. Well, I should probably just make for that azure forest. Before that happens. I lost a little bit of iron ore I had on me. Lost some copper ore. I've lost a whole bunch of stuff. Alright, I guess we're going back there, but we're going in daytime, please. Thank you very much. This sword's about to break. So my halberd's not far behind it. So I'm hoping I can do this without too much combat. Because I'm about to run out of weapons. I'll maybe make another sword on my way there. Do I even have materials for that? No. I need rubble and sticks and all sorts. Now I think that like gap there is where I fell. Which means if I dig into the side of the mountain here, I might be able to just recover the items without having to climb all the way up. But I can also just climb up there super easy. Yeah, I was right. There's where I went splat, right? Yeah, because I can see everything down there. Took a little damage, but nothing too drastic. Well, climb up. There we go. Now that we can actually see this place a bit better. What are you? You clearly look dangerous. Do I want to risk shooting at you? You also look like you might be not super fast. So that was the magma slug. Hey, medium hide, I can make medium leather out of that. Geronimo! Okay. Head into the blue trees, find a cave, and then we should get iron. Simples. It's like blue crystal. Some copper just out in the open. I say what we need to do is find like a cave. Far away. There's some copper. We're looking for iron. Just check there's nothing there. There's copper. Mushrooms and bones. Yeah, there's more copper. Alright, better mark the path. More water. This is going to lead back outside again. Again, we're still not getting copper. You meant to find lots of iron in the azure forests. Unless they've changed that. Take it this is going to be another exit then. It's got all this water pouring in. Yeah. We're probably not. I don't know if this lake here is counting as part of the Azure Forest, so maybe that's the problem. This cave maybe isn't in the area I need it to be. Looks like I can get closer to the bit down there without hopefully dying by going here. Right, spider webs. Copper, that's copper? Copper everywhere. Right, so I can still get up that way. That's fine. We mark this as our escape. How many torches do I have left? 23, plenty. Okay, that's a dead end. So we're into a spider cave now. Where are we on the map? Under the lake. Yeah, cave spider. Oh, that's my sword broken. Oh dear. Starting to think I've got a bit of an allergy to something that I've got in the house here. But okay, that's a dead end, that's annoying. See how things go. There's more copper there. Here at Smush. So if we follow this path, it just leads back into that same hole. It's all copper ore. Where the heck's all the iron ore? Oh great, that guy's respawned. Whoa. Right. I guess we need to exit this cave and go ahead into a more azure forest area. Right. So we've got this swamp here. Now we've got this big azure forest over here. There's bound to be a cave with iron over there somewhere. Okay, so we're definitely in the blue area. The blue area is supposed to have a high concentration of iron. So now all I've got to do is find a bit where I can go underground. Hello, Peggy. I don't see any caves around here. I'm just going to have to mind out. Big old bear there, we'll just avoid them. So that's copper ore. Go down a little and hope we hit iron ore. So we've got a spider cave again. More copper. Where's all my iron? Does iron suddenly become like a rare resource or something? That would have hurt if I fell in there. That could be my iron ore way over there. Now let's see. Is there some place I can... I think there's enough space here to like safely mine down. Yes, there was. Good. Mark that as my exit. Did I run out of torches? I already ran out of torches. And I have no sticks or tree sap to make more. That's a worrying. Right. Copper, copper. But we were heading over here because I saw something that was more silvery. Yay, iron! There's a skeleton. Where is he? There he is. Alright, my last health potion. Iron at last! Right, should be more up here. Ooh, this is a fire temple. That's copper, that's copper. It's copper. I can't tell if that's copper or iron. Copper. Of course it was. Now, you come into these depths of the caves in this area, you're supposed to find an abundance of iron, and all I'm finding is copper, copper, and more flaming copper. Hooray! Iron! This is just me finding the iron I need to upgrade the basic workbench, not even any of the like other workbenches. I'm going to have to come up with a better way to find iron. Maybe in zone 2? Workbenches! Woo! Hey, MB. How much iron ore do I have? 11. I'll do for now. But if there is more here, which there is, can't climb up. Let's grab this last lot and then try and find our way back to base without dying. Hey, like I said, man, you do what you need to do. But I also meant it when I said I know what you mean about feeling undervalued, because pretty much everyone in my life just expects me to like be there whenever they need me and do things whenever they need it done. And do I ever get a thank you? Nope. Die, goblin miner. Die, silk larva. Die, rat. Yeah, don't forget that big hole there. So that torch there, so I must have come down this way from somewhere. Did I come from over here? That's the problem. I think I've left my torches a little too spread out when I was coming down here, so now I'm not sure which is the right path. Clearly not this way, because there's no torches at all this way. It is lit up there. Ow. So clearly I want to go up here. Yeah, there's a torch. And there's my next torch. There we go. Now we're finding a path. I got some illumination up here. It's from those mushrooms. There's torches over here. What's going on this weekend? Having to make backup plans for Friday. My mate has dropped out of going to friends go corners for BF and him assuming it's a date when it's not, so yeah. I can remove that marker. Don't need that. Yeah, those kind of situations are always going to be rough. Okay, so we need to get back to base, get our iron cooking, and then go to the temple, hand in the memories we've collected. Don't mind, he cannot trust me because he doesn't know me, that's fine. But he should trust her, that's what should matter. Yeah, but a lot of guys will trust the girlfriend but still not trust the guy, and therefore, by extension, not be happy about the situation. Even if they trust their girlfriend to not do anything, they still get unhappy about it because they're like, well, the guy's obviously going to try something because, well, he's a guy. And they just get so fixated on that they completely forget the fact that their girlfriend's totally trustworthy. And that's what's always assumed, even though she has told him, I have a girlfriend and had a son with the same girlfriend. So yeah, like I said, a lot of guys like that. I mean, there was a girl I went on a date with a long time ago at a place I worked in Edinburgh, and her dad found out there was a bit of an age gap between us and was just like, nope, you are forbidden from ever seeing this person ever. I know you work with them and you will have to encounter them at work, but outside of work you will avoid them like they have the plague. Because they're a guy, they are clearly after one thing. That one thing being something I hadn't even actually thought about. I went on a date with a girl because she had a crush on me, and I was being nice. But hey, whatevers. Now, admittedly, she turned out to actually be younger than I thought she was, which didn't exactly help. The place we were working at the time, I thought had a policy of hiring people that were 18 or above. So I assumed she was 18. She only worked weekends, but I thought she was at college. Yeah, it turned out she was 16. So I was 21. So that really, really didn't look good. Where's my house? Ah, there it is. Yeah, it's just guys always stereotyped as wanting one thing, which is far from true. Right, grab the iron. Might as well put silver in there too. And we'll quickly make it daytime. And then we'll head off to the temple and in the memories. And by the time we get back, that iron should have finished cooking. And we'll be able to start upgrading workbenches. Now, which direction's the temple in? That one. I think if I'd ever actually met that girl's dad, it would have been fine. He never met me, he just heard about the age gap and was just like, nope, that's it, done. Whoa. There's a big cave here. Never noticed that the last time I was here. I need to try and remember that. Hello, Mr. Portal Guardian. Don't mind me, I'm just going to run right past you. Zip. "32 memories to record." So 10 memories unlocks that one, 25 unlocks that one, 50 unlocks that one. So we're not quite going to be up to that third one. 7 short. We have all of the Quebec. Bat, duck, hawk, Arno, tetrabird, I think, where did like the magma slugs and stuff? Are they maybe in the critter? Yeah, magma slug and magma snail. A viewer is triggering multiple effects. That is probably a certain fox. Ice World of Metroid Prime 4 is so beautiful. I can't remember how far I got in Metroid Prime 4. Because I kind of stopped playing it when I stopped doing it on stream. Because I was playing it on stream and then I kind of stopped doing streams for a bit because I was just not feeling it. I haven't really picked it back up. That's the memories handed in. We've unlocked teleporters. And I need to upgrade the workbench so that I can make the workbench. I need to make the teleporters. Well, for me, I just got to the point of like, what's the point? No one ever shows up. Like, people like pop in, say hi, and then just immediately leave. Like, they're maybe lurking, but they're completely non-interactive. And then my stats tell me that, yeah, there was like 10 people looking at your stream, and I'm like, where were they? Like, lurk, great, wonderful, at least say hello, please. Let me know you're there. But yeah, I got to the point where it just felt like there was like literally no one in. No one in the streams. Yes, hello. So yeah, I reached the point where a lot of people reach, and it's just like, why am I doing it? So why am I taking the time and energy to set up the stream and get everything running, and then like nobody's there, nobody appreciates it, clearly nobody wants it. And like I say, I was so close to just quitting altogether. Upgrade! Yeah, I needed to find the fun again. I'd stopped having fun, and it was, like I said, that's why I almost quit. Okay, so I can make this thing now, so that's good. Where'd it go? Didn't I just craft that? Why do I not see it in my inventory? can throw broken tools in there. So we do that and we get some materials back. Do that, we get some materials back. I want to make a repair kit so I can repair that, because that's not something I can make. You have to find that. It's very handy. So, repair kit. I need one more iron ingot. Should be one ready by now. Rusty steel halberd, there we go. Durability goes down, but means I get to keep using it a bit longer. Do we have any broken tools in our storage chest up here? Yes, we do. So let's go scrap them. I'll leave that one there just now because that one just needs some repair. It's not quite broken yet. You know, we'll just scrap it too. I'm going to store the halberd. We'll keep that for when I'm ready to go exploring again. There's a weapons table here, and we'll make ourselves a copper battle axe. That'll do. Boop. Probably throw that bow in there as well. What do I need to make a crossbow? Right, so linen scraps got, light leather got. Need more iron, which I won't have enough. I've only got 3 and I need 6. Start prepping the leather. Unless you want to start a podcast at some point. Well, the reason I originally started streaming was trying to fulfill something my doctor had said actually years ago, that I have a form of stress-related anxiety that in my case, instead of triggering panic attacks, actually triggers depression. So I can get very down very quickly. And when my doctor diagnosed me with this, they told me I had to socialise more, which actually stresses me out, so it seems rather counterproductive. Do something you find stressful to relieve your stress. But I understood that the interaction wasn't about reducing the stress, it was about coping with the depression. So I had to find a way to manage that in such a way that I can get the social interactions to help with the depression without stressing me out, which causes the depression, you know? So I started streaming. So for me, the stream is as much about getting these interactions as anything else for my own health. And once that was gone and I was basically just streaming to the void, it was like half the reason to do it was completely gone. So yeah, it's still something I struggle with every day. I mean, my job shouldn't be stressful. It's just a cleaning job. and somehow manages to be stupidly stressful on a daily basis. Right, do I have anything I can add to this chest? Right, that goes in there. That goes in there. Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that I've got a boss that doesn't seem to have a clue. Yeah, that's. I can't really say anything more on that without sounding like I'm being a complete jerk. But honestly, I'm not sure the guy even knows what day of the week it is half the time. Might as well work that copper ore there as well. Right, start tossing the rest of this in anywhere. That'll need to go into our cooking pot. So I need to get the 4 main metals, so copper, iron, thorium and cobalt, to upgrade the furnace. Now the thing we want to do is make one of these so that we can then start looking at making portals. So I need to get thorium. I need to get smoldering scraps. Killing skeletons is easy for that. Essence of the void, so I need to kill some void critters. Now, weirdly, if I go over here, I had one of these, a Dark Temple brazier, sitting in a garden in one of my houses on a different world I was testing stuff on. And that made void creatures start spawning around my house. Now, I clearly can't make one, I don't have enough iron. But I wonder if that would be a way to get void creatures. If I put that somewhere nearby, maybe it would spawn them. Something to consider. I do hope I managed to figure out my principal issue. Don't really want to go alone. I also need to make the fence to go around my garden, but whatever. Worry about that later. So we have some cooked meat in there already. We still have some logs left. Right, do I have enough copper to finish making my armour? No, don't even have enough for a helmet. Considering the mountains of copper I mined up earlier, that's actually impressive that I don't have any. Okay, I think we can probably end it there for today. Right, quit desktop. Made backup arrangements, so I should be okay just hope before that she decides to go. Well, just have to wait and see and hope things happen. What I get? Street Spinefoot. You caught an uncommon street spinefoot, weighing 20 kilos, worth 39 gold. You now have 1,145 gold. Hooray! Right, so I'm going to go over here. We're going to go find somebody to raid into. There must be somebody on. Huh, haven't said hi to dear Mimi in a while. We could go say hello to them. Lane Moo. Paper Trail? What game's that? That's a weird looking game. 0077 is just going live, I think. Didn't see them a second ago. And if there's anybody lurking here with a suggestion for a raid, anyway, start doing our shutdown services. So, I forgot to put it as a pinned comment on here. I am now part of the Hytale creator program, so I do actually have a creator code. So if anybody is thinking of picking up the game and would like to support my channel, the creator code is C_Wildcat. I'll just quickly type it into chat for you. Excuse me, I said that. Why does my keyboard sometimes not do what I ask it to? Anyway, yes, so it looks like that. So yes, again, if you want to support my channel and you're intending to get the game, if you use that code, it would be much appreciated. And I think we're probably just going to go and how are we going to raid? Yeah, let's go raid Shy Lily. They've only got 4.3 thousand viewers. Yeah, they won't notice. Yeah, that's not happening. Nah, we'll just go say hi to dear Mimi. We had a pretty chill stream today. They do chill stuff, so it'll be Pally, I expect, as usual. Yeah, Pally. So, let's go say hi to Mimi. So, raid message. Remember to copy that if you're joining us for the raid. Adding raid here. Mimi, check I've spelt that right. Yes, it's 2 underscores. Thought so. Right. So that'll be us raiding out. Thanks again for coming. I hope to see you next time, which should be Wednesday, and we'll do some more Hytale hijinks. So, see you in the wilds.
Share recommendations. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I know before we talked about, I think it'll be good to look into raspberry tea. Oh, hello. Hello, Chris. Hi, Chris and friends. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in today. How was